Tezzy, baby. I ain't did that for y'all in a while. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cortez Mac, and welcome to a brand new episode of Cortez Mac TV. This week, I got an oh so sexy interview with my homie Talia, aka the Closet Ratchet. And I know it's probably weird to call an interview sexy, but shit, the music in the background was sexy, she was sexy, I felt sexy sitting next to her, so it's sexy, and I can't wait for y'all to see it, so you guys stay tuned. But before we get sexy, we gotta talk about the news. So this week, I'm gonna cover reality TV because y'all know I am a huge fan, and my favorite franchise is Love and Hip Hop, and it is finally returning on July 5th with Atlanta. Now, Atlanta is my favorite of the franchises aside from Hollywood, and this year we have 3 new faces joining the cast, and they are Omeretta the Great, Rennie Rucci, and one of my favorite females in the rap game right now, Young Baby Tate. I can't wait to see what these 3 women do with this platform. I know it's done so much for women like Cardi B and others who have just utilized it to become bigger than what they were. And I can't wait to see the world just see how talented they are. We saw, even last season, LightSkinKeisha's music got a lot of buzz based off of her being on the show, and I feel like that helped her a lot. So much so that she is now transitioning, allegedly, to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now I want y'all to think for a second. Can you see LightSkinKeisha, Big Bang Keisha, yeah, bitch, I'm back at it. Can you see Young Keisha, I'm on fire, they better believe that. Can you see that on Love and Hip Hop? Like, there was a time where Candy seemed like an outlandish choice for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And now we're looking at seeing a whole ass rapper. And not an older rapper, but younger, like she's still in her 20s. So I want to see what y'all think, and if y'all think it's gonna be, if it's really gonna happen or not. A lot of outlets like Urban Bell Mag and some other places that I looked online are alleging that she is at least considering joining the show. Now we know that, she has her role on Power Book 2 Ghosts, and she's still reprising that role for season 2, so she's filming for that. So that's definitely opening her up to a lot more people, but we gonna see. I just don't know if she's the right fit, but I'm excited to see. We got a lot of new, younger cast members this past season on Real Housewives of Atlanta, like Drew Sidora and Latoya Ali. So we'll see what happens and if it comes true or not. Allegedly, she just followed Portia and Candy and was hanging out with, I think, Latoya. We're gonna see what happens, y'all. I'm excited. All right, moving on to our last news story for this week, y'all. Kim and Kanye's saga continues. And allegedly now, Kanye has been seeing Irina Shayk, who is apparently like a model or a personality or something. I didn't really take the time to look her up because, quite frankly, I'm not that invested. I'm invested in Kim and Kanye. Ultimately, I want them to get back together, and the more this progresses, I feel like that is just a lost cause, and it makes me sad because I know how much they loved each other, and to see it kind of play out like this, it just makes me, really contemplate what my love life is gonna be. What's to happen for Tezzy, baby? What's to come? Does true love truly exist? As I contemplate what's to come of my life, I want y'all to stay tuned. We got an ad coming, but after that I have part 1 of 2 parts with my homegirl Talia, aka the Closet Ratchet. That's right, y'all. This is so lit, it's so big that I had to break it up into 2 parts, and you finna get part 1 after this little advertisement. You with me? Stay tuned, Lego. Y'all, it's your boy Cortez Mac, and I just wanna say thank you for supporting me. I hope that you subscribe to my videos. If not, do it now so that you can get all my heat when it drops. Turn your notifications on too so that when I drop my weekly content, you're gonna be the first to know. I love you. Bye. Y'all, this is a full circle moment. Joining me today is one of the first people that I ever interviewed on my first day doing this, my first day on this journey. This young lady right here was a part of it. Y'all say what's up to Talia.
Hey y'all. It really is random because now that I'm thinking about it, that was 3 years ago.
3 whole years ago, and now look at us sitting here doing the damn thing. Like, I'm so proud of us. I love us.
Yes, I love us for real.
So I really wanted you here today because you are the epitome of multiple streams of income. You are the epitome of a woman wearing multiple hats, and you are the epitome of living out your dreams out here, honestly. You really out here doing everything that you want to do and coming for everything that's yours. So
Thank you.
talk to us. She's like, huh, me? So talk to us about who you are. Like, I can't even properly introduce you as one entity. Like, where do we start?
First, I'm Talia the body.
Yes, absolutely. That, very much that.
No, but seriously, my name is Talia Oliver. I am the CEO of the Closet Ratchet Incorporated. I am a model. I'm a mother. I am a media maven. I'm an entrepreneur. I am an artist. I make music, and I make content.
She does it all. So let's start with, we just gonna go down the line, y'all. I promise you, we're gonna hit the whole resume. The whole resume. So let's start with the Closet Ratchet. Where did this name originate, and why does it fit you so perfectly?
Okay, so I get asked that a lot, almost every day. How did you come up with that name? It's so funny, it's so this. So a lot of people know I used to work at the Shade Room. I was an editor, started off as an intern, worked my way up. And while I was interning, you know, we started off like February, March 2015 is when I started, and we had about 200,000 followers. But about 2 months later, we had like 1 million.
Oh my God.
If that, it might not have even been 2 months later, but we had 1 million followers before my birthday. My birthday's in July. Mm-hmm. We had 1 million followers well before my birthday that year. But, you know, as we're growing in popularity and in pop culture, you know, who's who, people began to recognize the writers. Like, they began to recognize us going out to different events, even at Target. Like, I'll never forget, I got shouted out at Target. This girl was like, "You're the Closet Ratchet, I love your article."
Oh, wow.
But, well, that was after I chose my name, but
okay.
While I was interning, I changed my name because people were recognizing us. And I was like, damn, I feel like a closeted ratchet person. Like, I'm representing a big brand, and I can't really express myself fully because I don't want to be off-putting with this brand that I'm associated with. So that's how I got the Closet Ratchet. But after I left the Shade Room, my name kind of evolved. You know, I'm, as you mentioned before, like, I do a lot of things, and I'm a very multifaceted person. I love so many different things. I have so many different interests, and you just never know who you're talking to. And I really like the mystique of being a closet ratchet because I appear to be, you know, I am polished and a kind.
Okay, clean that up. Yes, because you are, definitely.
Yeah, definitely am. Like, I love the duality of, you know, being a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. I love duality. You know, I'm a Life Path 8 too, and I'm a Gemini rising.
Yes, you better get into it.
Yes, like, duality is a theme that, like a reoccurring theme in my life. So I love it.
I love it as well. So let's talk about your transition because, you know, you spent some time at the Shade Room and you built up a very, very sizable fan base and a following. And then you decided to step away from that and kind of pursue some other things. So tell me about that move for you.
Yeah, so the move, I mean, it was necessary for me to leave. You know, you kind of grow up in a situation or an environment, and eventually it's become too small for you. And I felt that, you know, I wasn't in a position that I was going to be able to grow the way that I wanted to grow and do the things that I needed to do. So the timing of us separating was very profound, but like, it was really difficult that first year leaving. The transition sucked.
I can only imagine.
It sucked. You know, I was designing my own t-shirts probably the last year and a half of me being there. And, you know, so I was doing that when I left, but I was like, I thought I wanted to create my own version of the Shade Room. And I just did a lot of things trial and error. And I found out that I didn't want to do that.
I remember that time period and it was that had a great following as well. Like quickly when you transitioned and pivoted and created your own, I saw that the people followed you there.
Yeah.
So talk to me about then that feeling. Did you feel like, did that empower you? Did you feel pressure to deliver for these people that followed you, that you felt like were maybe expecting something of you? Or did you just kind of say, look, I'm gonna just do what I do?
I really was like, I'm gonna do what I do. Like, I'm a type of person where I don't take myself too seriously.
You can't.
You really can't. Like, and I don't like to limit myself. So I was very open-minded. I tried PR. Sucked.
What was the worst thing about PR?
The clients that thought that they were more influential than they were.
Ooh, and then you gotta crush that ego.
Yeah.
Or stroke it, which is worse.
I'm not an ego stroker. Like, I don't like to play games with people. I'm not into that. So that dynamic did not work for me.
It wouldn't work for me either.
Yeah, and I was like, why am I building press for other people? I should be building it for myself. You know, it was a lot. Like, that was a really interesting time. I learned a lot, met some interesting people, and yeah.
And yeah. All right. So after you started focusing more on the Closet Ratchet, we started to see some of your more, I guess, hidden talents, we should say. And I really want to get into notably the music, because you dropped 424 Play on 420 on what some people consider a national holiday. And I fell in love with the project. Your voice is so buttery and just silky and smooth. I love it. It's just comforting on tracks. It's sexy, honestly, to describe it with the word. So music is something that a lot of people are scared to dip their toes in that pool, that proverbial pool, but you did it. You dived in. So tell me about that process for you.
Well, honestly, the plan has always been to release music. I remember I was probably 8 years old, 9 years old, and my grandfather asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up. I said, I want to be a famous singer. And it wasn't something that I just thought of when he asked me. I've always wanted to sing. Like, I've always been in choirs. Always, like, if I had an opportunity to audition for a play or something, a skit, and there was, singing or songwriting involved, I was always doing it.
There for it.
So he asked me what I wanted to do. I said, I want to be a famous singer. And he was like, well, a lot of people want to be singers and a lot of people don't make it to that. So you need to figure out a backup plan.
Oh, wow.
And I was crushed when I was like, what? I was like, why would you say that to an 8-year-old?
Yeah.
But I didn't really internalize that. I was like, he's right. But I didn't accept that. I felt like if I wanted to do that, I'm going to do it, even at 8 years old. So before I got my internship at the Shade Room, I was selling Kirby vacuums. You know what those are?
Yes, I know what Kirby vacuums are. I done seen the commercials. They used to have the infomercials back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, when we go door to door doing these little presentations, trying to get people to buy these 2,000, 3,000, depending on how good of a salesperson you are, it could range between 1,000 and 3,000. But they were really expensive vacuums.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I got so fed up with that job. It was like I started summer 2014, and I quit the day after Christmas that year. I was like, God, I was.
You made it longer than I would have.
Most people literally quit in a week or two.
Yeah.
But see, they hooked me. I made like $1,000 my first week there. Like, I actually was good. I wasn't like the best, but I made income.
She was getting a coin.
Yeah.
Not a rack in the first week.
Yeah, like I did what I had to do, and I took it as an opportunity to learn personable skills. Like, I had been a server in the past, and I always use things and I write about this in my book. I'm an author too.
Ooh.
My book is called "Will Write for Food: Experiencing Rejection and How It Ultimately Strengthened My Faith in God." But in my book, I write about these different experiences and how I use them to learn how to engage with people and talk to them, network. Because networking, just talking to people is difficult for most people.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was so fed up with this curvy job. And I got in the car that day, I cried, I prayed to God. I was like, God, please give me an opportunity to showcase my natural gifts and talents, which was singing and writing. I've always been a great writer, music or whatever.
Where does that come from, your love for writing?
I don't know. I
just loved it.
I just like to write.
That makes my heart smile. I love to write as well.
You do?
Yeah.
I just like writing stories, and I know that I'm good. I understand the elements of storytelling. Like I just love telling stories. But yeah, so I prayed to God to give me an opportunity. I quit my job the day after Christmas. February rolls around, and my friend Brian's like, "Hey, I just signed this girl, Angie, to, what was he doing, like brand management for her."
Okay.
And Brian had just graduated from Morehouse the previous May, so he was fresh out of Morehouse. And he was like, "Yeah, this girl Angie at the Shade Room, she needs interns." I didn't really know what the Shade Room was. I did a quick search. I was like, "Oh, okay." And he knew that I had a background in writing, so he basically, it was a shoo-in. Like I basically was handed an internship.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't looking to work there. I wasn't like nothing. I was just basically handed this internship, and it blew up. And I was able to sharpen my writing skills. But in between me quitting my job and getting that internship, I wrote 424 Play and recorded it.
And this was
6 years ago.
Okay, and the album, the EP, it just dropped this year, 2021. So you wrote this in 2015.
I wrote and recorded this. The vocals that you hear are from 6 years ago.
Oh wow!
I tried to. I just spat. I'm sorry.
Hey, we spitting real shit over here on Cortez Mac TV. You already know.
No, but I tried to re-record them, but it just, the feeling that I wanted was in the old track, so that's why I uploaded them. But the plan has always been to release them. I was like, I want to build a platform and then put this music out because I know it's good, and I want people to enjoy it right away. I want people to tell me how much they like it, or if they don't,
and they loved it.
Yeah, I haven't heard any complaints.
No, and I don't think you will, because it's a creative project. Tell the people about kind of the inspiration behind the project and the premise of it, because it's very dope, the concept.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So before all this weird R. Kelly shit happened, I guess it's been happening, but before that documentary, girl, I couldn't do R. Kelly after the documentary.
Yeah.
But yeah. But we've grown up listening to his music, and I can't listen to it anymore, but I love the album 12 Play. It's a classic R&B album, so that's where I got the name 424 Play.
Okay.
But the songs, the actual song content, they're about different things that have happened while I was smoking weed. So Dasani, Dasani is just a little freaky song. But Smoking Down, which is a fan favorite.
That's the live one. That's the one that I've seen you do live. Smoking Down is it, baby.
I love that song. I wrote that about this boy I used to have a crush on at Morehouse. And he used to come to my friend Garrick's dorm and smoke with, actually he was the plug, now that I think of it. He was one of our plugs.
He was with the plug.
He was so cute. He was like my type. He was like West Indian. He was tall, thick. I'm not gonna say his name, but he drove a Camaro. I love Camaros. Later I found out he was an Aquarius. Every single person I have ever dated has been an Aquarius. I was like,
checking all the boxes.
Yeah, so I was going.
Where is he at? Like, what happened?
I have no idea where he is.
Damn, we gotta find this man.
I've tried finding him.
Oh.
But not recently though. It's been a few years since I've tried finding him.
Okay, we gonna send out, we need all the prayer warriors, we need all the foot soldiers, we need all of the spies. in Atlanta to get on it. We gotta find. Well, he may not even have a Camaro anymore.
He might not. He was from New York too. Like that was another. All my exes are from New York too. I love. He was so fire.
One day.
Yeah.
He's just gonna walk into somewhere that you are one day.
Maybe.
He's gonna comment under one of your videos one day. He's gonna comment on something on Instagram and you're gonna be like, wow.
Maybe.
So he had a song about him. So Smoking Out is inspired by him. So is he do you invoke his spirit when you perform?
No. Well, I guess I kind of, since the song, I wrote the song 6 years ago. When I'm performing it, I do kind of put myself back into how I felt during the time it was actually going on. Because when I met him, it was like 2013.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, I do kind of get back into that, the little nostalgic feel.
So what do you see next on the horizon in terms of music? Are you recording some new stuff? Are you just, I know you got some shows booked and I know that you're performing and building up your repertoire there, but what's next?
So more music. I'm actually getting ready to shoot videos.
Oh my God, I'm so ready. Because the Christmas videos were lit. Have y'all,
Holiday home.
Tell us about because never would I have ever thought that I would have had a Christmas bounce anthem. Provided by my friend right here, but she gave it to us. You served the people what they needed, and we didn't even know we needed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, that's one song I have to say. Me and my friend did that. Like, me and my friend Garrick, his name was Ricky Love on the song.
Shout out to Ricky Love.
Yeah, shout out to Ricky Love. We've been friends since we were like 12. And I was like,
I love y'all's friendship.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's so
That's
cute.
basically my brother. But we, ever since we were kids, like we've had so many inside jokes, different little,
that's cute,
like bars and stuff we would write, little raps we would write. And around like October, I was like, Gary, let's just write this Christmas song. Actually, I had wrote my verse and I said, Gary, I just wrote this, and I did like a quick voice recording over the beat, and I was like, this is my verse. I was like, this time to this time is your part, and I'm gonna have the engineer chop it up and do like a like with our vocals, like just chop it up.
I love it.
And he wrote his verse. I booked the session. We recorded the song in like 30 minutes.
Oh my God, 30 minutes for a hit.
I love that song. I was like, if Magnolia Shorty was here, God rest her soul. But I was like, if Magnolia Shorty was here, what would she say? what kind of Christmas song would she write? I was like, it's Christmas holiday, ho. I'm trying to ride your sleigh. I want to give it to you special. It's a special day. Yes, Jesus' birthday. Here's some birthday sex. I put it on you so good. It should be raining checks. Be like the 3 wise men and bring a bitch some gifts. Talking Versace bags and diamonds plus a big old slip. I'm trying to ride that sleigh. Wanted to touch my soul. Give me that voice to men, cause when you brush it, let it snow. But
oh my God! And she done blessed us with the bus.
I was like, I feel like this is something she would say. So. Yeah.
Okay, so Magnolia Shorty would definitely be proud. Katie Red, Big Frida, all of them would be shouting you out for that.
I would love to do a song with Big Frida one day.
Hey, man.
I love New Orleans.
Speaking into existence.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
All I gotta do is get my money up. I get my money up every other way. Like, that's one reason why I'm going so hard with everything now, because I understand how money works now. You know, being just down and out with money, being broke as hell for so long, and making more money, most money. Like last year, I made the most money I've ever made in my life, especially in a year. But I was like, I understand how money works, and I understand how easy it is to get access to things that you want when you have money. So I was like, let me just focus on these money moves so that I can fund everything else that I want to do. I have a whole folder of like hundreds of product ideas, t-shirt ideas, movies, shows, festivals, festivals. Like I want to do festivals.
I'm with it.
All sorts of stuff. Like
I want to come. I want to go. Like, don't leave me out.
I'm not gonna leave you out. You'll be there for sure.
For sure. I love it. So your creative mind just is always running. Do you have, anyone in your family or a particular friend besides Ricky Love that you feel like has poured into your creativity or supported you or just kind of helped you to embark on the things that your mind creates?
Well, of course, my mom. Like, I definitely have to say my mom. We be getting into it, butting heads here and there, but ultimately, I have to say my mom is number one. Like, she's very supportive. She's known that I love to sing and perform ever since I was a kid. And she hasn't always been able to be as supportive as she can, like as far as being physically there. She was always working.
Okay.
After my parents got
understandable.
divorced. Yeah, but when she would take me to choir practice every week. If I had a rehearsal for choir practice at school, she'd make sure that I could go pick me up afterwards or whatever. So things like that, like looking back, she definitely was supportive there. And
so long story short, when you really get where you're trying to go, mama's gonna be taken care of.
Of course, my mom, I just gave her some money today to get her hair done. I was like, you wanna get your hair done? She's like, you wanna get my hair done? I was like, yeah, girl. So yeah, mom's not gonna have to ask for anything.
And I love that you have that strong of a relationship with your mom and that you shouted her out because you're a mother as well, and that's definitely a big part of your social presence. How important is it for you to put that part of you out to the general public?
Well, I think it's very important to show everybody that the grind don't stop just because you're a mom. Like,
it gets harder. The grind gets stronger.
It gets stronger. Like, I would not be doing, I can't say that I wouldn't be doing anything that I'm doing, but it probably would have taken me a little longer if I didn't have Aiden. He created a sense of urgency. Like, I was with Garrick. I was at his house when I took the pregnancy test.
Oh my God. Y'all best friends for life. Like, for real. I love it.
Yeah. He was there. I was like, fuck, it's positive. He was like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm about to just grind and get this money.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Cortez Mac, and I appreciate you watching my videos. Please make sure that you subscribe before you go. Do whatever you finna do. Make sure that you like my ish, man. Like my stuff. Subscribe to my channel. It's Cortez Mac TV.